welcome back to Belly Acres Kitchen. I was not planning on shooting a video tonight, so bear with me. I've been working all day. It's been snowing outside. We've taken the opportunity to work inside and get a lot of stuff done. I did make some beans for supper, and I was going to make some cornbread, and then I thought, no, you know what? I'm going to make us some of those Tex-Mex fried corn cakes that I've made before. And I had them in a short on this channel, and somebody said I need the recipe for that, so this is how I make them. I do have some bacon cooking over here. This is going to do two things. It's going to give me bacon for my corn cakes, and it's also going to put some grease in the bottom of this. I may have to add a little bit of lard when I go to cooking my corn cakes. What I do is I like to buy cornmeal mix. I do like to have the self-rising mix. I just follow the instructions here. Let's see. Oops, I've got a hole in the side of that. So I keep this in the freezer, and I did not realize I had a hole in the side of that. And then I need 2 cups of this cornmeal mix. One. I'm just following the recipe on the back of this deal to make cornbread. Let's see. Then I need 1 to 2 tablespoons of sugar, and that's optional. I get it that some people do not like sugar in their cornbread. It doesn't make it right or wrong. If you have sugar in your cornbread, it's a southern thing. It is okay. It is perfectly all right to have sugar in your cornbread. So we do put sugar in our cornbread. Okay, mix that together. All right, so I've removed these before they get too done. There's 4 strips of bacon there. I'm gonna mix this together, and then I'm going to add 1.5 cups of milk and 1 egg that is beaten. So farm fresh eggs, always break it into a bowl first. Take my same, make a little well. It's a really quick thing. All right. Okay, dump that in. Layla, leave Mayday alone. Layla. Having these frogs in has been a nightmare, but it's way too cold to have them outside. And they're trying to get used to each other. And Layla is a lot. She is a lot. All right, for poor Mayday. He's trying to be nice, he really is. Now, Caney Joe will not come in. She, not about it. She starts pacing right away. She gets real nervous. She's not a come in kind of dog. But she does have heat out in the barn, and she tries to avoid it as much as possible. So, all right, and then this also says, and I'm just using a fork, guys. This also says to use, I put 1.5 cups of milk in there. And then it does call for 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, but I am not putting that in there. Instead, my bacon grease in there. I really needed more than that, but that's all right. It'll work in a pinch. All right. And then I'm just going to set this aside. That's all mixed very well. I'm going to chop up a 1/2 onion. I'm going to dump that right into my mix. And then I'm going to take this jalapeno. Jalapeno, brother. I'm going to chop it up. I'm probably going to take the seeds out. Not so much because I don't want it spicy, but because I just don't want to be eating a corn cake and just bite into a whole seed. So, take those out. He's like, but it's my kennel. Right into that bowl with those onions. Then I'm going to take that bacon that we cooked up. It's not real evenly cooked, but honestly, you can make bacon in the oven and it gets cooked so much more evenly. But for right now, this works in a cake. And you do want to cut this up kind of small because you don't want to be eating one of those cakes and then just kind of bite into this potato or something. So now we've got that cut up pretty small. Dump that right in there. Okay, at this point I want to go ahead and get my pan heating up. Put some lard in there and let that start heating. All right, you guys, so we've got the onions and jalapenos and bacon in here. I'm going to dump a can of cream style corn in there. This is what's going to make it all thick. Now, I think the ones I made before, I put, I just took some corn, like whole corn, right off the cob and put it in there. Then I am going to put, this is Fiesta blend cheese. Put about a cup and a half of cheese. Actually, I'm just going to dump whatever I had left in there. So it's about a cup and a half of cheese. And then to kick it off, we're going to put a little bit of cumin in there. You can also put cayenne in here to make them a little more spicy, or red pepper flakes, or something of that nature if you want to. And if you don't have the cornmeal mix, just get regular cornmeal and then make a mix like you're making it for to make cornbread. So that's quite a bit, you guys see there. Now at this point you can either dump this in a pan and bake it, or you can spin it into a hot skillet with lard or bacon grease. Ooh, those are going to be quite big. And fry it. So, hello, welcome to the South. Now they're just like pancakes. You want them to fry really well on one side before you go trying to flip them over. Otherwise, you're just going to have a hash. You're going to have a mess. Nice. So, see how it's all puffed up right there? Might have made these a little bit bigger than I should have. You want those edges to be done. Oh, well, look at that. He's happy to be made. And you see how it puffs up. That's because this is, you know, that self-rising mix. But even if you don't have the self-rising mix, you're going to make the mix. I just spilled that all over that other. You're going to make the mix just like you would make cornbread. So you're going to have some leavening in it. So you're going to have like the baking powder, and so it's still going to make it puff up just like those pancakes there. both sides. That still needs a little bit of time in the center. We might turn that down a little. Look at those. Those are beautiful. These are also called what, baby? Johnny cakes?
I heard them called Johnny cakes before.
Corn cakes, Johnny cakes. They're Southern goodness is what they are. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pull these. The trick is, guys, don't make them so big. That one was really big. And so we need to make them smaller. Hold together a little more. I don't know what's going on with my pan. I need a little more seasoning on it. I seasoned it earlier today, but then I apparently didn't season it long enough. And this has got cheese in it, so that's gonna stick, but usually my pans don't stick, even with cheese. So let's go smaller cakes, because they will cook more thoroughly. The smaller your cakes. That cumin smells absolutely amazing. A little bit. Let's look at the insides of these. Oh yeah, that's all cooked. Yeah. Oh, if you guys can hear that crunch. But that's amazing. Do you want to try this? Oh, it's hot. So you kind of get that flavor like a hush puppy because it has the onions in it. But then adding the cumin and the cheese and the jalapeños. Well, the onions is kind of what gives it that hush puppy flavor. But then you add all this other stuff. Is what gives it that Southern Mexican.
It'll be amazing with a little bit of beans poured over the top of it.
And it's got bacon in it. Look at that. I see that bacon. Yeah.
My goodness.
I'm going to show you how they cook up when they're smaller. What you have to remember with this is they're like pancakes, so they do rise even in the pan. So they're going to be bigger. They're going to expand. See how these ends? They're done. The middle is runny, still runny, but those ends are done. Ooh, my pan, guys. All right, so flip that. Okay, see that? So these smaller ones don't take quite as long to cook. And halfway through, ooh, that one got stuck. You're going to have to probably put some more lard or oil because it's bread, so it's gonna soak it up. I think they come out a lot better with lard than oil. So here are the beans that I cooked earlier today. They do have pork jowl in them. So that is very, very tender, I hope.
No, it's gonna.
And so Rusty is not eating his in a bowl today. He wants to be able to taste the Johnny cake. So he's getting less juice than normal and putting it on top of a plate. Mine, I want my Johnny cake in the bottom of the bowl, and I want lots of juice. All right, I like my beans with juice because I do like to put butter in them, and yeah, that's perfect. Get a little bit more juice. That's gonna make that Johnny cake at the bottom kind of mushy, but I do like that. That is beautiful. Right there in my beans. I don't know, you want any butter? You're good.
Yeah, I'm good on the butter, but I'm going to get the hot sauce. And we'll try it without. I know it's gonna be good.
All right, you guys. So, moment of truth. Like I said, I've got that Johnny cake at the bottom. Rusty has his. I got a lot more juice. Here we go.
I like it. Those beans are phenomenal.
Phenomenal. That is very good.
That hog jowl is good too.
Yes.
Very tender.
Good deal. All right, you guys. I hope you like our videos. If you do, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share with your friends. Leave us some comments. Let us know what you think. These are called Johnny cakes or fried corn cakes. It is a very southern meal. These are actually Tex-Mex because they do have a lot of the Tex-Mex flavor in them. I hope you guys make them and enjoy them as much as we do. They're not on the real healthy side, but they are very good.
Most of all, don't forget to smash that bell and get notified of the next new video when it comes out.
Yep, until next time, you guys. God bless.
See ya.